Have you heard that doctors are offering the HPV vaccination to children as young as 9? Well, this is actually true, but there's really good reason behind this. So, every vaccination is given to children when it is going to elicit the best immune response and when we know we will prevent most people from contracting the illness. So, let's talk about why this was done at this age and what should you talk to your doctor about. First of all, the HPV vaccination has been around for over 20 years. So, this vaccination helps prevent 9 strains of the human papillomavirus, 2 of which are responsible for 90% of cancers in men and women. Prior to the vaccination, there were 34,000 people who contracted HPV-related cancers in the United States and much more worldwide. The goal of the vaccination is to prevent the person from ever contracting the virus, which causes the cell damage and triggers cancer. Yes, it is true that most people do get rid of the HPV virus, but not the 34,000 that were getting cancer. So this was our first attempt at getting a vaccination to prevent cancer, and it has been extremely successful. We have seen a significant reduction in cervical cancer in women. We're still looking into data at the number of cancers in men. Those are just harder to monitor because they take longer to start. So women for decades have gone through so much testing and so much destruction of their cervix in order to try to catch cervical cancer early enough to prevent them from dying. But all the studies showed that the earlier you caught it, it didn't prevent the end outcome. So that's why this vaccination is so important. There is a lot of discussion on the internet, especially about the safety of the HPV vaccination. We now have the data to show that the safety profile is exactly the same as the tetanus vaccination and the menactor vaccination. So this vaccination is given at the age of 9 up to the age of 11. Like in my office, we give it at 11, but it can be given as young as 9 because you only need 2 shots in order to reach the same immunity if you start it before the age of 15. And the younger you are, you have less side effects as well as a better immune response. So if we know we can get less side effects, a better immune response, we get children in the clinic at that age a little bit more often. The other part is that 50% of Americans contracted the virus between the ages of 15 to 21. So if we know that most people get it during that age group, we want to get them vaccinated way before they would ever be exposed. So I know this is a charged subject. I've actually tried to film this video a few times and talk about some of the other risk factors, but it keeps getting flagged. So obviously we all know what we're talking about. I know this is a difficult subject, but all the studies show that you talking about your child at ways to prevent any complications and keep them safe does not make them do things earlier. It actually does the opposite. So talk to your children, be honest with them, and talk to your doctor about how you can protect your children from HPV-related cancers. Take care.